board will now come to order. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderwoman Schweitzer. Alderman Oldenburg. Alderman Cone. Alderman Narayan. Alderman Balmer. Alderwoman Velazquez. Alderwoman Sanier. Alderwoman Spencer. Alderman Browning. Alderwoman Clark Hubbard. Alderwoman Keys. Alderwoman Tyus. Alderwoman Boyd.
Present.
Alderman Aldrich. President Green.
Present.
Alderman Cone. Alderman Bummer. Alderwoman Sanier. Alderwoman Spencer. Alderwoman Keys. We have 10 present. We have a quorum.
A quorum being present, we will dispense with line item 3 and go to the special order of the day. Alderwoman from the 10th, you are recognized on the motion to suspend the rules for purposes of introducing Resolution 170 and 171.
Thank you, Madam President, members of the board. Suspend the rules for the purposes of introducing Resolution 170 and Resolution 171.
It's been moved by the Alderwoman from the 10th, seconded by the Alderwoman from the 1st, that we suspend the rules for the purposes of introducing resolutions number 170 and 171. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderwoman Schweitzer. Alderman Oldenburg. Alderman Cone. Alderman Narayan. Alderman Valmer. Alderwoman Velazquez. Alderwoman Sanier. Alderwoman Spencer. Alderman Browning. Alderwoman Clark Hubbard. Alderwoman Keys. Alderwoman Tyus. Alderwoman Boyd.
Aye.
Alderman Aldrich. President Green.
Aye.
Alderman Cone. Alderman Valmer. Alderwoman Sanier. Alderwoman Spencer. Alderwoman Keys. Alderwoman Tyus. We have 9 aye votes.
By your vote, you sustain the motion from the Alderwoman from the 10th. Alderwoman from the 10th, you are recognized on the motion to adopt the courtesy resolution calendar.
Thank you, Madam President, members of the board. I move that we adopt the courtesy resolution calendar.
It's been moved by the Alderwoman from the 10th, seconded by the Alderman from the 14th, that we adopt the courtesy resolution calendar. This time, Alderwoman from the 10th, I would like to invite you up for resolution number 170.
Thank you, Madam President, members of the board. I would like to ask Madam Clerk if she would please read Resolution 170.
Resolution 170, honoring Ms. Sharita Rogers, 2023 Black Girls Who Rock Award recipient. Whereas it has come to the attention of this honorable board of aldermen of the City of St. Louis of the Black Girls Who Rock Award celebration that included the honoring of its own Ms. Sharita Rogers, assistant clerk at the board. And whereas this gala event was held on Sunday, December 10th, 2023, from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. at the Lindenwood University on Clay Street in St. Charles, Missouri, and recognized and honored exceptional women in St. Louis metropolitan area. And whereas the remarkable women honored have women who have left an indelible mark on their communities or excelled in their respective fields, which Miss Rogers is one of these women. And whereas a total of 100 women were carefully chosen to receive the prestigious 2023 Black Girls Who Rock Award, which included St. Louis' own actress Jennifer Lewis and Miss Sharita Rogers. And whereas this event was hosted by the R. Whittington Foundation, the National Council of Negro Women, Inc., Gateway Metropolitan Section, and Divine Daughters. And whereas the proceeds from this celebration will be used to adopt 100 families in need in the St. Louis area, ensuring they have a brighter holiday. This event marks a significant first for the St. Louis region and promises to unite women from diverse backgrounds in the spirit of love, peace, and joy, just in time for the holiday season. And whereas, though quiet and unassuming, Miss Rogers has a master's degree in business administration and is an integral staff member of the board and is second in charge of all operations, including staff, distinguishing herself as an outstanding leader, kind, skilled, and component visionary, making her more than worthy to be considered among the list of the inaugural celebration of Black Girls Who Rock. And now, therefore, be it resolved by the Honorable Board of Aldermen of the City of St. Louis that we pause in our deliberation to recognize and congratulate Miss Sharita Rogers, Assistant Clerk of Board, for her many achievements and outstanding contributions to our community, this board in particular, and for her recent receipt of the Black Girls Who Rock Award. We further direct the clerk of this board to spread a copy of this resolution across the minutes of this proceedings and to prepare a commemorative copy to the end that it may be presented at a time and place deemed appropriate by the sponsor. Introducing this 15th day of December 2023 by the Honorable Do you want to say? Clark Hubbard adopted this 15th day of December 2023.
All right, I can't think of a better, more appropriate time than now. Whew. Don't you just love surprises? Oh my goodness. And while she's getting herself together, because I know she's going to say something this morning, I'm going to, absolutely give a little more background. You know, if you didn't hear about the Black Girls Who Rock STL event, I'm sorry, because it was all over the media. It was an amazing look for the city of St. Louis. This visionary award, we want to first thank Beverly Bonds, the visionary behind Black Girls Rock on the national level, because Bonds' message of Black female empowerment was loud and clear as she hosted the annual award show Black Girls Rock, which was an evening that celebrated Black women in honor and trailblazers. But here, the National Council of Negro Women Incorporated Gateway Metropolitan Section, the Divine Daughters, and the R. Whittington Foundation partnered together to host this event at Lindenwood University last Sunday to continue Beverly Bond's vision to show that Black girls also rock right here in the city of St. Louis. Yes, so it's just amazing. Let me tell you about this event, and it did start off with 100, but Black Girls Who Rock in St. Louis is so amazing. It got up to 128. As the resolution said, she was alongside greats like Jennifer Lewis and Congresswoman Maxine Waters and so many others. So I encourage you, if you did not see any of the footage or any of the postings or any of the media about that, go look up and find it. But today we are celebrating our very own Black girl who rocks not only St. Louis, but this Board of Aldermen. Our Assistant Clerk, Sharita Rogers.
Alderwoman from the 1st.
Thank you. I would ask that we make resolution number 170 in bank.
It's been moved by the Alderwoman from the 1st, seconded by the Alderman from the 14th, that we make Resolution 170 in bank. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Sharita, we would love for you to say a few words if you're up to it. You keep this board functioning in so many ways. You keep all of us in line in so many ways. You need to be here. You haven't. Where is this thing that we need from you? We appreciate you so much. Surprise.
Oh my goodness. I would like to thank everyone. You all caught me by surprise. Oh my goodness. I literally freaked out. I'm like, where's 170? Where's 170? Where's 170? I even went to the clerk this morning. I'm like, wait a minute, we have 169 and Alderwoman Spencer's, introducing 171 from the floor. Where's 170? He said, oh, someone is gonna introduce that, in next month, in January. I didn't think anything of it because it happened often, right? But when they said 170, I'm like, Aura, where's 170? Looking at Tracy, do you have? Everybody, I'm like, what the crap is going on? But I thank you all. I really, 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 truly appreciate it. Like you all know me, I am so behind the scenes. So being there amongst Jennifer Lewis and Miss Robbie from Sweetie Pies and other entrepreneurs and business owners and other politicians, sometimes you feel like you don't even deserve to be on the stage with some of them people. But, I have to learn, like, I cannot dim my light where God has blessed me with. I can't dim my light, for someone else. So what I got, the award I got, was for those that are behind the scenes, the ones that are making it happen behind the scenes. I am so appreciative. I love each and every one of you. It's a pleasure to work with each and every one of you. And I have to honor the Honorable Terry Kennedy because he has taken me under his wing and he's pushed me beyond my limits. I appreciate you, sir. I really do. And to the absolute best staff, the Board of Aldermen staff, you all make me look good so I can make him look good. I appreciate you all, every last one of you. I text you, I call you, let you know I need this, or we doing this, and I do it all with love and I do it all with passion. I appreciate you. And my Alderwoman of the 10th Ward and my former Alderwoman of the 1st Ward. I love you all so much. You got me, and you got one coming back. And to our president, I appreciate working with the president's office. You all got me. That's all I can say. And I'm not one to be, surprised often. But you all pulled this one off, and I appreciate you all. Thank you so much.
Any further discussion? Any further discussion? It's been moved by the Alderwoman from the 10th, seconded by the Alderman from the 14th, that we adopt the courtesy resolution calendar. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Introduction of honored guests. Any introduction of honored guests? Alderwoman from the 1st.
Thank you, Madam President, members of the board. I would like to have the wonderful people of the Service Employees International Union who are here today regarding Board Bill 83, Committee Substitute, as my honored guests. Thanks for being here.
Any further introduction of honored guests? Any further introduction? Alderwoman from the 10th.
Madam President, members of the board, I would like to have as my honored guest a water warrior, a fighter, a sister I met last night at a CAP car panel that I was at with Alderman from the 14th and Mama Rogers and so many other greats were in the room. But her name is Naraya Sharif out of Flint, Michigan. She is the director of Flint Rising. Welcome to the city of St. Louis. I hope you visit Teatopia like you want to, and the community drip like we recommended you do since you love tea. And thank you again for putting me on the phone with one of my faves, Councilman Eric Mays. Thank you.
Any further introduction of honored guests? Any further introduction of honored guests? Seeing none, Report of city official, approval of the minutes. Alderwoman from the 10th, you are recognized on the approval of the minutes from Friday, December 8th, 2023.
Thank you, Madam President, members of the board. I move that we approve the minutes from Friday, December 8th, 2023.
It's been moved by the Alderwoman from the 10th, seconded by the Alderman from the 14th, that we approve the minutes from Friday, December 8th, 2023. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Report of city officials.
Report of city officials can be found in A, B, and C of the and has been placed in a Google Drive for your review. Dear members of the board, I have the pleasure to submit the following individuals for the appointment to the Washington Place Special Business District. Ivan Schreider, Daniel Hughes, Janet Meyer, Glenn Weicker, Melissa Moulton, Chester Hines,
Alderman from the 9th, you're recognized on Mayor Jones' appointment to the Washington Place Special Business District.
Thank you. I would ask that we approve the mayor's appointments of Ivan Schrader, Daniel Hughes, Janet Meyer, Glenn Weickert, Melissa Moulton, and Chester Hines to the Washington Place Special Business District.
It's been moved by the Alderman from the 9th, seconded by the Alderman from the 14th, that we approve Mayor Jones' appointments to the Washington Place Special Business District. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Dear members of the board, I have the pleasure to submit the following individuals for the appointment to the Loughborough Commons Community Improvement District: Kristen Ray, Mark Schoen, Bridget Flood, and Franklin Sears. I respectfully request your approval of this appointment. Sincerely, Tashara O. Jones.
Alderwoman from the 1st, you are recognized on Mayor Jones' appointments to the Loughborough Commons Community District.
Thank you, Madam President, members of the board. I move that we approve Mayor Jones's appointments to the Loughborough Commons Community Improvement District.
It's been moved by the Alderwoman from the 1st, seconded by the Alderman from the 14th, that we approve Mayor Jones's appointments to the Loughborough Commons Community Improvement District. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Dear members of the board, I have the pleasure to submit the following individuals for appointment to Soulard Community Improvement District: John Durnell, Terrence Hoffman, Luke Reynolds, and Mary Hart Burton. I respectfully request your approval of this appointment. Sincerely, Tashara O. Jones.
Alderwoman from the 8th, you're recognized on Mayor Jones' appointments to the Soulard Community Improvement District.
Thank you, Madam President. I move that we approve the appointments from the mayor's office to the Soulard Community Improvement District.
It's been moved by the Alderwoman from the 8th, seconded by the Alderman from the 14th, that we approve Mayor Jones' appointments to the Soulard Community Improvement District. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Dear members of the board, I have the pleasure to submit the following individual for appointment to the Developmental Disabilities Resource Commission: Sarah Sims. I respectfully request your approval of this appointment. Sincerely, Tashara O. Jones.
Alderwoman from the 7th, you're recognized on Mayor Jones' appointment to the Developmental Disabilities Resource Commission.
Thank you, Madam President and members of the board. I move that we send the appointment of Sarah Sims to the Development Disabilities Resource Commission to committee.
Would you like to send that to the Health and Human Development Committee?
Yes.
It's been moved by the Alderwoman from the 7th, seconded by the Alderman from the 14th, that we send Mayor Jones' appointment to the Developmental Disabilities and Resource Commission to the Health and Human Development Committee. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
That's the extent of report of city officials.
Does anyone wish to take any bills or resolutions off of any of our informal calendar? Anyone wish to take any bills or resolutions off of any of our informal calendars? Does anyone wish to take any bills or resolutions off any of our informal calendars? Seeing none, first reading of board bills.
First reading of board bills. Board Bill 186, sponsored by Alderman Cone. An ordinance recommended and approved by the Airport Commission and the Board of Estimate and Apportionment, authorizing and directing the Director of Airports and Comptroller of the City of St. Louis to enter into and execute on behalf of the City of St. Louis the Missouri Highways and Transportation Commission Airport Aid Agreement for air service promotion with the State of Missouri containing a severability clause. Board Bill 187, sponsored by Alderman Cone. An ordinance recommended and approved by the Airport Commission and Comptroller and the Board of Estimate and Apportionment, making findings respecting the transfer of a maximum of $13,727,769 of excess monies that the City of St. Louis intends to transfer from the Debt Service Stabilization Fund to the Airport Revenue Fund during fiscal year 2024, containing a severability clause. Board Bill 188, sponsored by Alderman Cone, an ordinance recommended and approved by the Airport Commission, the Board of Public Service, and the Board of Estimate and Apportionment, establishing and authorizing a public works and improvement program at St. Louis Lambert International Airport, providing for and consisting of capital improvement projects as more fully described in the attached Exhibit A entitled Fiscal Year 2024 Project List, containing a severability clause, containing an emergency clause. Board Bill 189, sponsored by Alderwoman Spencer, an ordinance directing the Director of Streets pursuant to the ordinance number 70333 as amended by ordinance number 71394 to install speed humps to calm the flow of traffic on the 3800 block of Wisconsin Avenue, 2020 block of Missouri Avenue, 2100 block of Missouri Avenue, 2400 block of Salina Street, 2700 block of Salina Street, 2200 block of Lynch Street, 1800 block of Rutgers Street, 1040 block of Lafayette Avenue, 2200 block of Wyoming Street, and the 4700 block of Nebraska Avenue. Board Bill 190, sponsored by Alderwoman Boyd, an ordinance directing the Director of Streets pursuant to ordinance number 70333 as amended by ordinance number 71394 to install humps on the 1500 block of Howell Street. Board Bill 191, sponsored by Alderman Cone. Pursuant to ordinance number 70333 as amended by ordinance number 71394, an ordinance directing the Director of Streets to install speed humps to calm the flow of traffic on various blocks in the First Ward. That is the extent to first reading of board bills.
Reference to Committee of Board Bills.
Reference to Committee of Board Bills to the Transportation and Commerce Committee, Board Bill 186, 187, and 188. To the Public Infrastructure Committee, Board Bill 189, 190, and 191. That is the extent to reference to committee.
Second reading and report of standing committees.
The following board bills was reported out of the HUD's committee with a due pass recommendation. Board Bill 167, sponsored by Alderman Browning and Alderwoman Clark Hubbard. An ordinance recommended by the Planning Commission and approving an amended committee unit for an area in the city of St. Louis and compromising a portion of the Washington University Medical Center, pledging corporation of the Board of Aldermen and requesting various official departments, boards, and agencies of the city to cooperate to exercise their powers, a manner consistent with the amended community unit plan, authorizing and directing the taking of other actions and approval and execution of other documents and necessary or desirable to carry out and comply with the extent hereof an amended community unit plan. The following board bills were reported out of the Public Infrastructure Committee with a due pass recommendation. Board Bill 122, sponsored by Alderwoman Boyd, an ordinance recommended by the Board of Public Service to conditionally vacate above surface, and subsurface rights for vehicle equestrian and pedestrian travel in Sailbrook Court from Goodfellow Boulevard West to its terminus in the city of St. Louis, Missouri, as hereafter described in accordance with Charter Authority and conformity with Section 14 of Article 21 of the Charter and imposing certain conditions of certain vacation. Board Bill 173, sponsored by Alderwoman Boyd and Alderman Aldrich, an ordinance recommended by the Board of Estimate and Apportionment, amending ordinance number 62885 to the direct and relocation of encumbered funds held in 28 sub-accounts of the Ward Capital Improvement Account of the Capital Improvement Sales Trust Sales Tax Trust Fund to the 14 sub-accounts of such account that correspond to the new 14 new wards, with the amounts allocated to the new sub-accounts determined by geographical overlap of the former wards with the new wards. That is the extent of second reading and report of standing committees.
Report of special committees.
We have none.
We can dispense with line item 15, board bills for perfection consent.
We have none.
We can dispense with line item 16A, board bills for perfection.
We have none.
We can dispense with line item 16B, report of engrossment.
Report of engrossment, Board Bill 155, 83 Committee Sub, 160, 135, 136, 163, 152, 162, 150, 156, 165, 168, 169, 172 as amended, 149, 166, and 84.
Alderman from the 4th.
Thank you, Madam President. This time, I'd like to move Board Bill number 135 to the informal calendar, please.
Madam Clerk, please make note of that.
So noted.
Third reading and final passage of board bills consent.
Third reading and final passage of board bills consent. Board Bill 155, 83 Committee Sub, 160, 136, 163, 152, 162, 150, 156, 165, 168, 169, 172 as amended, 149, 166, and 84. That is the extent of third reading and final passage of board bills consent calendar.
I think there's some other bills. Hold on. Never mind, we got it. Alderwoman from the 10th, you are recognized on the motion to adopt the third reading and final passage of board bills on the consent calendar.
Thank you, Madam President. Members of the board, I move that we adopt the third reading and final passage of board bills consent calendar.
Second.
It's been moved by the Alderwoman from the 10th, seconded by the Alderman from the 3rd, that we adopt the third and final passage of board bills on the consent calendar. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderwoman Schweitzer. Alderman Oldenburg. Alderman Kuhn.
Aye.
Alderman Narayan. Alderman Balmer. Alderwoman Velasquez.
Aye.
Alderwoman Sanier. Alderwoman Spencer. Alderman Browning. Alderwoman Clark Hubbard. Alderwoman Keys. Alderwoman Tyers. Alderwoman Boyd.
Aye.
Alderman Aldrich. Chair President Green.
Aye.
Alderman Balmer. Alderwoman Keys. We have 13 aye votes.
By your vote, you sustain the motion from the Alderwoman from the 10th to third read and finally pass the aforementioned bills. Third reading and final passage of board bills.
We have none.
We can
I'm sorry.
dispense with line item 18B. Reported the finally passed and signed by the President.
Board Bill number 155, 83 Committee Sub, 160, 136, 163, 152, 162, 150, 156, 165, 168, 169, 172 as amended, 149, 166, and 84.
All other business being suspended, the President shall in open session affix her signature here to and that these may become They stuck together. All right.
Oh, yeah.
First reading of resolutions in reference to committees.
We have none.
Second reading of resolutions.
We have none.
Miscellaneous and unfinished business.
We have none.
We can dispense with line items number 20 through 23. Announcement.
We have none.
Any further announcements? Any further announcements? Any members of the board? No one. Okay. Alderwoman from the 10th. I was going to say, how do we not have any announcements?
We could do, are you going to do our announcement?
I'm actually
Okay, well, I'll go first on announcement. Before I know we're going to be wishing everyone a happy, safe, peaceful, blessed holiday season. As we move forward into 2024, I would like to congratulate Metro Boomin, who received the key to the city yesterday from our mayor, Mayor Tashara Jones. Yes, I would like to congratulate him on his proclamation on key to the city at only 30 years old, and he uses his platform to help single mothers in honor of his mother, his late mother, Leslie Joanne. It's the Leslie Joanne Single Mothers and Caregivers Appreciation Day, and now December 14th will forever be Metro Booming Day in the city of St. Louis. Again, thanks to our mayor, Tashara Jones, and shout out to the people who collaborated with him for an amazing event last night at Run for Women, where they honored, gifted, celebrated so many single mothers here that were handpicked here in the city of St. Louis and caregivers to receive that. And the collaboration, again, it definitely included Run for Women, St. Louis Cardinals, Amazon Access, and all of the amazing work that they do over there. So again, congratulations, Metro Boomin. I hope you are enjoying your time back home, and I wish you a happy and peaceful, blessed holiday season as well.
Alderman from the 3rd.
Thank you, Madam President. I would also like to wish everyone a happy, peaceful, and safe holiday season. And I would also encourage and invite everyone to join us down in Dutchtown tomorrow for the Dutchtown holiday celebration that'll be at St. Anthony Padua Parish Hall on Merrimack. And it will be tomorrow at 5 p.m. Thank you.
Any further announcements? Any further announcements? Alderwoman from the 7th.
Thank you, Madam President, members of the board. I just wanted to, St. Louis Black Girls Rock was an excellent event. And I really wanted to give my flowers firstly to the fellow Black women that I get to serve with, all my colleagues at this board. It was just amazing. For me, I think it's, especially when I think of all of city government, all of the Black women in leadership, to think that there was a time where we couldn't vote, a time where, you know, we were one of the last groups to get our right to vote, and now we're actually in leadership of our city. And I know that, you know, we all don't agree, but we even have full representation of our perspectives and our opinions and our backgrounds. So I just really want to give a shout out, you know, even to Black women at home who are watching government and who are engaging in this process and who are making sure that our voices matter and a part of this process. And just make sure that I thank each of you for the model that you give of your leadership and making sure that younger women coming after us get to see us in these leadership positions and get to see us being active in our community, get to see us helping to make the city a better place and create a world that we have a place in. Thank you.
Alderwoman from the 13th.
Thank you, Madam President. I just wanted to announce that we are having our first Christmas party for the 13th ward, and we are trying to bring some unity for people to understand who their neighbors are within the 13th, since it's so large. So we're expecting about 300 people in attendance this evening. And so I just want to thank the residents that were patient, that signed up on time, that were respectful, that we only had limited space. And so I just wanted to make sure people were knowledgeable of that. And then we had an organization that we have a lot of people that are coming to me that want to support Walnut Park to help rebuild and sustain Walnut Park neighborhood. So we have an organization, Value First, that is having a gas giveaway event today. And so it'll be at 11 o'clock and it'll be at 57 28 West Florissant. So we're going to give gas out until the amount is over. But we just wanted to make sure that I just wanted to acknowledge Value First because they are continuously out here trying to improve Walnut Park and they're invested in that community. So thank you very much. And everybody have a please safe and peaceful holiday season.
Any further announcements? Alderman from the 14th.
Thank you, Madam President, members of the board. I also want to echo and wish everybody, all my colleagues, it's been an honor to serve with you all in this short time. A happy holiday, and to every resident in the city of St. Louis and throughout the St. Louis region, I hope everyone have a safe, happy holiday. Today is the last day, but it's not too late to sign up. Myself and State Representative Kim Collins of the 77 District is hosting a Christmas giveaway December 23rd. It will be at the O'Fallon Rec Center. But you can still sign up to be able to see or be able to sign up so that you can get gifts. We'll have food, toys, raffles. To sign up, you sign up at Kimberly Ann Collins. KimberlyAnn.Collins@house.mo.gov. I guess I haven't talked all day. I don't even know what I'm saying no more. But the event, like I said, would take place December 23rd. And then tomorrow, the Hyde Park Neighborhood Association is having a winter party from 12 to 2 at the Holy Trinity Church, which is 3519 North 14th Street. And I would like to remind all my colleagues and all staff members of the board, today at 1 o'clock, we will be having our hoedown in the LA Cave, where there'll be a festival time with all the staff and all the people. And just want to say thank you to the LAs for putting this together. I know you guys just got on board, but it's just amazing all the help that you've been able to give us as all the people, and then to put on this event to bring some energy and unity amongst the board. So thank you all for putting that together.
Any further announcements? Alderwoman from the 6th.
Thank you, and I'm excited about our potluck today. I might describe it as different work, but different work. No, but I have a couple of announcements. One, the Alderman from the 3rd and I will be hosting a town hall in January 20th, from 11 to 1 a.m. at the Habitat for Humanity in Dutchtown. So that's part of the ward, the neighborhood that we share together. I also want to announce in the Alderwoman of the 7th District, we will be there supporting the Dia de los Reyes. There's going to be a community outreach celebration. So in Latino culture, we typically celebrate Three Kings Day. It's also known as Epiphany, but some folks are putting together a community outreach event from 1 to 3 p.m. on January 7th at El Chico Bakery.
Any further announcements? Any further announcements? I do want to congratulate Ms. Aura Heggs on clerking her very first meeting today.
Thank
A
you.
great
thank
job.
you.
All right, Alderwoman from the 10th, you're recognized on the motion to excuse.
Thank you, Madam President, members of the board. I move that we excuse the Alderwoman from the 11th for necessary absence.
It's been moved by the Alderwoman from the 10th, seconded by the Alderman from the 3rd, that we excuse the Alderwoman from the 11th for absence. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed?
No.
Motion carries. Alderwoman from the 10th, you're recognized on the motion to adjourn.
Thank you, Madam President, members of the board. I move that we adjourn until Friday, January 12th, 2024.
It's been moved by the Alderwoman from the 10th, seconded by the Alderman from
What, Friday, January the 19th.
No, it's the 12th. You said it right.
It's the 12th. They trying to get an extra week down here.
We will be adjourning until Friday, January
Right.
2024 at City Hall. All those in favor signify by saying
Be blessed.
aye.
Happy New Year.
Opposed?
No.
Motion carries. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
I was like, wait a minute.
What I had wrong was